a teacher. Pain will teach you what life had never taught you. Pain. There are people who came to church because of the pain of what they are going through. Many will not come close to God until they see a pain in their life. Pain is a master instructor. Pain will teach to believe people. When you see somebody who believe everybody, who play with everybody, who live with everybody, and you are telling the person, hey, be careful. He said, no, I did not offend anybody. Nobody can offend me. Oh, you have not seen pain. Pain will teach you lessons in life. Pain will teach you lessons in life. I know a guy who picked up a lady from village, dusted the lady up, sent her to secondary school, paid for everything, sent her to university, paid for everything. He even sent the lady to do masters abroad. The guy was busy doing spare parts in Alaba. Every guy carrying load, carrying the engine up and down. And they say, how is your baby? He said, my baby is in London. The guy is the one paying for everything, sending money. Thousands of, do you know what it takes to change naira into dollar? Send it to this lady. Pay for everything. The guy finished masters, I think in law and something in criminology and all that. And when the lady was coming back, the lady came back with another guy. And the lady told the guy that, see, you are not my standard. You are a spare part seller. And I have someone who has a master's degree like myself. Do you know the guy wanted to collapse on the floor? And his friends were telling him, this lady that you are spending your life, she will betray you. Say, no, I love my love me. They'll be doing video call. Say hello to my friend. Hello. He didn't know he will come and betray him. The guy, after that time, he never believed any lady again in life. It's called pain. Somebody say pain. Have you been pained here before? Have you experienced what pain is? My prayer is that that pain that you will not recover from, you will not have it in Jesus' name. That pain that will become an everlasting pain in your life. A pain that the memory of it will be too hard to forget. That every time you remember, tears will drop from your eyes. You won't have that kind of pain. And for those of you who have had pains before, memorable pain, listen, maybe pain of losing a loved one, whatever, the Lord is going to introduce a system in your life that whenever you remember the pain and you remember what God has done, you will just smile over that pain. Who is believing what I'm saying now? Lift your hands and say, Father, turn my pain to joy. Jabez was called pain. And this guy living his life almost ending up like a painful man. He concluded that his life cannot amount to anything because pain became his identity. Do you know what to sit in a family meeting? Elders in the family. I had the story of a family like that. I think it was their father who died, and they came for the meeting like that, and everybody started talking. The young ones went talking, and when it was time for the elder to talk, they said, brother, keep short, because even if you talk, you have nothing to contribute. And the guy, he went to a corner and started crying. He started crying. The guy said, what kind of pain is this? So the head of a family is being silent because he has nothing to contribute. It's called pain. Pain of losing a loved ones. If you have ever lost loved ones before, you know how painful it is. In the midst of you crying and, in pain and all that. And I tell people, the greatest of all pain is that pain that you didn't cry out. That is why when people passed, allow them to cry. When somebody is gone, somebody you love is gone, and they are crying, I say, don't cry. Cry. You know why? You are actually crying out the pain of the heart. Because the one who is not crying now is bottling up something in the mind. You can go and carry poison and drink. That is what pain can do. Pain of losing a loved one. Someone who used to be around you. suddenly is no more around. You know, thank God for our father who has just gone to be with the Lord. Yesterday, I was talking to some people. I don't know whether it was in the car we were going to Lutz to do some things. And then people started coming from everywhere. People started coming from things we have never heard about him like before. People, different people. This one say it was it was the pastor I was talking to in the office. Yeah, it was the pastor. Pastors around this area were coming and they were like, he was a father to me. He was the man I love. He was a father to me. And I told the pastor, I said, why is it that it is when people die that you'll be hearing he's a father to me? People will start blowing your goodness, good things about your life. Why is it that it is death that announces people? Must it be when people die? And you know the problem? The problem is that we have no value for the living. We love the dead more than the living. I've shared the story of someone who the mother was alive, sick, and nobody took care of the person. And now this person died. They are carrying flower to the mortuary. For what? It's good to honor the dead. But what do we do about the living? What is happening to us in this generation? That, let me tell you something. To live is cheaper than to die. To live, if you are alive, is cheaper than to. In fact, if I see anybody around now that want to die, who will do everything to keep you alive. Don't die, oh. I say don't die. It's expensive. It's better you are alive, you are drinking. See, to bury people in Nigeria, I mean, they're watching me. Burying place, small land in Enquiry, 22 million. How much? How much? I told them we will buy a land uncompleted building in Ilaje, in Bariga. We will buy uncompleted building and we will put it 22 million to bury. For small land, though, 22 million. And people are buying it. Some who bought for the family. 9 million. The cheapest. I even spoke to Sholaiko yesterday night. 3.5 million. 4.5 million. And he told me it is the cheapest. He said that's the cheapest that they have. There's 7, there's 8, there's 10. Don't die, oh. Live, oh. So as I will live. You are not responding. So I will live, oh. You better live. That the person must say, live, oh. Live. It's expensive. Secondly, value the one that is alive. Value who is alive. Because a man, when he's alive, we disregard them. We don't value them. The man is complaining, I'm in pain. I am in pain. I am in pain. I call one of the members of our church. I said, please, I beg you. God has helped you, the children. Take care of your mother. I said, I know you guys are big now. I don't want to hear that your mother is jumping bus to come to church. Nothing stops you. If the children are still struggling, no wahala. Nothing stops people from buying a small car.